Welcome back, everybody, to the Bud Light Tip-Off Show. Larry Burnett here with head coach Amanda Levens of the Nevada women's basketball team. Man, oh man, the last time we were here, what a game against San Jose State. You set a season high for points, a program high for assists with 29. You shoot almost 63%. You get 13 assists, 0 turnovers from Kylie Jimenez. How good did that feel?
It was amazing because it was kind of a long time coming. You know, since we've been back off of our pause, we had struggled to find our rhythm a little bit offensively, and I felt like it just exploded that night. You know, it was kind of pent up, and so moving forward, we're hoping to find a really good balance, you know, of somewhere in the middle of that and where we were before, and just try to stay there consistently.
That was a fun game to call, and you picked up your 14th win, so that's one more than you had all of last year. And you said something interesting after the game, that Audrey Roden said, well, you know, last year was a COVID year. For time immemorial, last year is going to be known as a COVID year, isn't it?
I think so. I think there'll be some asterisks by some stuff in people's record books. You know, some players are getting an extra season, but I'm really grateful that players are able to play another year, because last year I think we only played 22 games total, and that's pretty unusual. And so giving everyone an extra season I think is important so that they can have the full college experience. Today
is another special day here. Have a Heart program, Washoe County involved in it. It's all about adoptive families and you know, finding more families and things like. It's got to be kind of personal to you, I would think.
Absolutely. Having 2 adopted children, it's a big part of our lives, and I think it's something that maybe not everyone knows enough about. You know, I know prior to me being interested in adoption, I had no idea about all the, you know, children in need and how much we can really impact young people by more than just fostering and adopting. There's a lot of ways to get involved, and I think it's so important because these are going to become the adults in our society at some point, and they need love and support and guidance throughout these young years.
It can't be easy, but just what I've learned this week is that there are mentoring programs, and there is help to get people to a point where they say, yeah, I'm ready for this.
Absolutely. I think just, you know, educating people and having them understand what is available that would really fit their life and, you know, their busy schedules and things like that. I think, you know, there's so many amazing people in our world that would help. They just, you know, maybe don't know how yet.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this team coming in here today, Fresno State. I would think, just looking at last year, I'm thinking you got a couple of scores to settle with this team.
We've had some great battles with them, you know, very familiar with their team. You know, we have players from Arizona, they have players from Arizona that have played against each other since they were probably in middle school. So a lot of familiarity there. We've had a lot of really great games with them, and I don't think today will be any different.
But they put an end to your season last year. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, that always hurts, but, you know, being a COVID year, had it not been a COVID year, I think we would have been in the postseason. So you can put an asterisk by that. But, yeah, we didn't play well in that game. You know, we just didn't. And we got some great shots early. We didn't shoot the ball well. And so, you know, I think the people on our team that were in that game definitely remember that.
Fresno State has got some weapons, but you hear Haley Cavender, Hannah Cavender, Haley, Hannah, Haley. Man, they're putting up some serious numbers and making a mark in the conference.
They're both really good. They're great basketball players. They're great passers. They're so skilled, and you look at them and they're not super big, and it just doesn't matter. And I think anytime you have players that can score and do the things they can do, you have a chance in every game. And so we need to do a great job on them while doing a great job on everyone else, not letting them go off. But yeah, they're tough to guard. They have extremely high motors. They'll play about every minute today, and you're never going to see a drop off. So for me, like when I watch them when they're not playing Nevada, they're fun to watch, you know, as a basketball fan. But when you're coaching against them, you got to really do a great job or they can just go off.
What do you see as the keys for your team today?
I think we got to limit those two. I mean, if they have 50 points between them, it's going to be tough. I think that they very easily can have 15 to 20 each, you know, and then it's important that they don't find that third or fourth scorer on their team. And then for us, taking care of the ball, they press and they run a lot of zone defense, so that's a little bit different than most teams we've played this year. And so us handling the press and the zone, I told our team, we call it zone fatigue, press fatigue. You can't have one possession where you just give in to fatigue and you're not sharp, because that's going to lead to something good for them. So I think us being consistent in the way we attack it is really important.
I'm looking forward to it, and I look forward to talking to you about it after the game, okay?
Sounds great. Thanks.
All right, Coach Levens, our guest here on the Bud Light Tip-Off Show. We'll take a timeout, and then it's back here to the Lawler Event Center. This is Nevada Women's Basketball from Learfield.